According to Muslims, the comforter that Jesus promised in John chapter 14, verse 26 is their prophet Mohammed. Let's see how it reads. John chapter 14, verse number 26. But the comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whosoever I have said unto you. Whatsoever I have said unto you. Our Muslim friends always argue that the comforter mentioned here is the Prophet Muhammad. Before we go ahead and argue with them, clearly in this text, it is mentioned as the Holy Spirit. The comforter is mentioned in the verse as the Holy Spirit. Before we argue with Muslim, let's go ahead and substitute Holy Spirit for Muhammad in other verses. Let's look at something from Luke chapter 3, verse number 22. So I'm going to substitute Muhammad in place of Holy Spirit. Luke chapter 3, verse 22. And Muhammad descended on him in bodily form like a dove, and a voice came from heaven, "You are my beloved Son, with you I am well pleased." Romans chapter 15, verse number 3. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of Muhammad you may abound in hope. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of Muhammad, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. Acts chapter 8, verse 17. Then Peter and John placed their hands on them, and they received Muhammad. You see how it goes. I don't think our Muslim friends will keep on making this argument, because there's no way the comforter can be Muhammad per the verses that I've read to you. If you substitute Muhammad in place of the Holy Spirit, there's no way that will work. So I think our Muslim friends will stop making this argument, because it doesn't even speak well for them and their religion. The comforter is never Muhammad, but rather the Holy Spirit that God promised it will come on the disciples. So Muslim friends, please take note of it. There's no way you can substitute Muhammad in place of the Holy Spirit.